Hi everybody. Hi. Ty, I sent you the link if you want to come up already. So welcome everybody. Welcome. Listen, I was trying to go live on the Instagram, but I'm like, are we gonna here we go. Oh, we are live on Instagram. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Oh my god, you guys. So I told you all I wanted to get me a Tupac do-rag, right? And we're not wearing the red and we're not wearing the blue. I didn't get the do-rag, I got the headband. Y'all, these are cute. I totally feel these. I got me the white one. Look at this. And then it's got the bunny ears. That's what they call them. The bunny ears do-rag, guys. Oh, thank you. The bunny ears do-rag. Let me know. You said Rabbit, I sent back. What do y'all think? You love it? I know I got them on Amazon. I feel like I cheated. Hey Ty, let me bring you on screen. Oh my gosh. I was telling him, I was like, we got the I can't hear you, love. Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Now I hear you.
Oh, okay. You can hear me?
Now I can hear you. Yeah, I was like,
Okay,
I
great.
can't hear you, but I hear you. Go ahead.
Hi guys.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Sunday, but it's still busy outside. Maybe it's because of the weather and stuff like that. People are trying to get stuff done before,
You
the
know what's
summer.
crazy?
And
Being a streamer and things like that, we rarely step outside. Like yesterday, I went
yeah.
outside. Yesterday I went to the Titanic tour.
Oh, did you?
Oh
How was
my
it?
God. I actually did not expect it to be that thoughtful. It's amazing. It's on tour, so it goes from to different states and things like that. They pick up and go. I just thought it was gonna be cheesy. Like I thought they were gonna like redo the movie. A little like 5% of it is from the movie because they had you have to have license from the movie. So like a little bit of things from the movie was in there, but it was so great. I really, really loved it. It was so great. Well thought out.
Wow. So is it artifacts and stuff like that? Like, is that what they're
Absolutely,
doing?
absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Things that it tells a story. I did not think it would be like that. It tells a story, and I was getting, like, emotional in there because it tells a story about from the nothing that the movie, obviously nothing that the
Mhm.
movie was based upon, but it tells a story about, a lot of immigrants were on the Titanic and a lot of
Yes.
people's cars and meat and, it was it was a voyage, honestly, that it was a new life for a lot of people, and unfortunately, a lot of people didn't make it. It was really sad,
Right.
and I actually don't wanna tell the whole tour, but if it's actually in North Carolina now, so I went to North Carolina to do the tour. So
Oh,
it's really great. I suggest everybody go to the Titanic
okay.
exhibit. Absolutely. You will be
Okay.
surprised.
I'm here for it. I mean, I think Titanic, I think of James Cameron, I think the movie, but clearly it's beyond that,
Right,
right? Like
right.
the movie doesn't
That story
encompass
is
like the actual
actually
stories.
that yeah, that story is actually fictitious to my understanding.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah. I
I
don't
would have
think that
ended in
actually happened. Yeah.
why did Jack have to die? That's kind of where my mind's at. Why did
Right.
Jack have they could have shared that
You know what
damn,
I mean?
piece of wood that
Right.
they had. He didn't have to die. Anyways. All right. Well, shout out to you and I mean, so let's get started. Where do we go from here? Like where do you see this? How and what?
How are we gonna set this up? How are we gonna do this thing
Yeah, because
today?
I'm
As you
like,
saw.
I'm intrigued, honestly. I'm intrigued because I went searching and I didn't see a whole lot of people talking about Reggie Wright's criminal history or anything like that or his character.
Well, hold on. Let me send you the zip. I'm gonna debrief you guys,
Yes.
because
And why
it's
do
a
you think
lot.
this is important too? I'm kind of curious to know why you think this is important.
This is important because the devil is in the details.
Gotcha.
This is
Okay.
important because this tells us and shows us an insight on somebody's psychological state, what they're capable of, the connections that they have. This tells us the truth, right? A lot of people are not going to voluntarily tell you all the details, right? You have to go searching for them. That's one type of liar, right? Somebody that withholds information, right? You can say, and then the other type of liar,
Omission.
Yeah, omission. And then the other type of liar we're dealing with is one that blatantly lies, right? So the story, and I zip the file and I'm going to send it to you right now. I tried to do that before, but I'm going to zip you the file. Yeah, it's a zip file, bunnies. Yeah, we're going down the rabbit hole. That's actually
All
why
right.
I'm a little late today, because number one, rule number 101 is never fall asleep down a rabbit hole. I fell asleep down the rabbit hole, bunnies. I'm telling you, set a timer. I woke up at 1:30. I said, "Oh my God.
Oh, you're fine. I was like,
I
well,
am
that's okay.
so
You know, shit
sorry."
happens. Don't worry
Yes.
about it.
So let me go ahead and zip this over to you right now. And then we'll get into further discussion. 1 second. Oh,
And
I
Ty, for
zipped it
those
up.
that are not familiar with you, do you want to
Mhm.
tell people like who a little bit about you
Absolutely. I
and
am
your channel and everything?
Absolutely. I am Ty-Mitch. I'm from New Jersey. I am a host of a podcast called Overly Invested Podcast. A lot of people were calling me overly invested on my TikTok channel. So I believe in taking back the power, right? So I created
I love
a
that.
brand called Overly Invested. Life is about taking back the power, right? It's about using what has been being put against you to your advantage. So since you want to call me overly invested into people's business, into people like digging and going down rabbit holes, I'll just create a brand called Overly Invested. And then what could you do after that?
Right.
Nothing.
I am over you own it, right? You're like,
I, I
I'm
absolutely do.
there.
So the
I
file
love
is
that.
being zipped. I should have really sent this over way
Oh, you're
before.
fine. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. It's all good. Shout out to
But
everybody from Instagram. I never go live on Instagram. We do have some people watching us over there. I need to make sure I set you up and everything to my thing. I always ignore Instagram and I really shouldn't ignore Instagram. Shout out to the YouTubers. Shout out to Kadisha Lynn, who's in here. She says, sat for all to bring all them receipts, baby.
yes, thank you so much, Kadisha. So I actually want to say a couple of things before the
Go
file is
for
being
it.
zipped now.
Go for it.
Independent media like what we're doing right now is very, very important. We are the new media. We are the news, right? I feel like the way we consume news now is this. Nobody wants to go to the news channels. They do a debriefing on 2 minutes long and then that's it. And then they go to the next story. We actually take time to go down the rabbit hole, to do the work. I'm actually scared to look at my Pacer account. You're familiar with Pacer, right?
Oh yeah, how's that bill? I'm when you go, people
I'm
don't even
scared.
consider that. Like
I'm so
it's one of those
scared.
bills.
The case that we're going to be discovering and talking about today is it had 18 co-defendants. It was 800 files. And so what I had to do was I didn't know what I was walking into. So what I had, but it's all under one case number, right? So what I had to do was like after I got down to 50, I'm like, okay, girl, you have to figure out how you're going to do this. Because when I scrolled down, it was 800 files. I said, okay, obviously, what are you here for? We're here for judgments. We're here for plea agreements. We're here for bonds and things like that. We're here specifically for Reggie Wright Sr. and Reggie Wright Jr. So once I got that algorithm down in my head, it was easier for me to scroll, take, read, boom. Scroll, take, read, boom. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
haven't even
yeah.
looked at the bill. These pages were like 20 cents. But you're thinking like 20 cents is nothing.
Oh, it adds up. It adds
It
up.
definitely adds up. It definitely adds up. So I said that to say that we as independent media, I believe, and we as independent media, we also do have those things that are very helpful for people that really care about what we're talking about, right? And processing
Mhm.
information. And when you have all the information, you're able to process in a way that is actually better for all of us. I want to give a
Absolutely.
shout out to also Delray Richardson from Straight Game TV. He's really good.
Perfect.
Choke No Joke is really good. These are people that I just hear the perspectives and like I said with the chewing a chicken bone, right? You take what you need and then you leave the rest, obviously, because I don't believe in the whole since you said that I'm just gonna go and run with it thing, like group think. I do
Yeah.
listen and then I take what I need and then I leave the rest. So definitely independent media is important. Let me see if this is done. This is almost done, the zip file.
I agree. I agree. I think part of it too is like people don't like you said, you do a documentary, you get your deep dive, but not even it's never enough. So it's like if you really want to get in the nitty and gritty, you really, a lot myself, you, Kadisha Lynn, other YouTubers, that surprise witness. I mean, these are people that really go deep, and
Mm-hmm.
it's an art to be able to kind of put things together to give you and that information for you to consume it. Absolutely. I agree.
Absolutely. We're
For
almost
sure,
done
for
with this.
sure.
We're almost
You're
done with
fine.
this.
So I did leave Ty-Mitch's information, Cash App, if you guys want to, because y'all know how this ish gets expensive.
Yo, show
If you
it.
guys want to support, please do. Especially with these documents. I left his channel there so they can send you some support as well. Always good. A like is always support. You guys, a share is always support. Always good, always good. So what did you think also while we wait for that? What did you think about week one? Crazy work, huh? Week
Like
one is done.
honestly, knowing what we like, that wasn't week one. That was week one for them. Are we going to talk about it? That was week one for the civilians. We did volumes and volumes. So it's a different type of, you know what I mean? It's a different, that's not week one for us.
No.
Week one is for the news people, Fox 5 and MBS and all of them girls. Week one was for them girls. Now, month one was crazy for us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
That
God.
was a
Yeah.
lot. Knowing and even starting like that, knowing what we know, that was a lot for a week. That was a lot. That was
Yeah.
so much for a week.
16
So
witnesses, I think we accounted for.
I think it was
16 witnesses.
I think it was 18. What was it? 16 or
What is it?
18,
18 or
guys?
16? See, I can't even. I'm not even done writing my lists up of who and what, but I did write their names down. So I just have to do a full list of all the witnesses. That's why, understand who and what. I can't imagine being a juror for this, though. This would be insane.
So I just sent you the file. Let me know when you get it.
Perfect. All right. Let me check my
But yeah,
email.
week one was what I did was when you get the file, you can see so how we're gonna do this, how I planned in my head, because I read the papers. It tells a story. So I literally consolidated all the information for us so we can digest it as a story, right? In a timeline. So I definitely want to, like, when I don't have the actual file. I do, but I don't think I have you see the file?
Yeah, it said it's too large. It's downloading now, y'all. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
It's downloading now as we speak.
Okay, perfect.
Dang.
So when I bring it up on the when I say click this, then obviously we'll click that and then we'll go down that rabbit hole of that. So I know I gave you the and if not, if it's you got the file?
Got it. Yep.
Okay, good. So can you start off with the subs?
The subs?
Yeah.
Subs. Okay, I see the sub page.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, let me show this. Hold up 1 minute. Doo-doo-doo. This page right here, you want me to show this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I actually want you guys to see this because I have to thank you guys. I met you guys on the 18th. I had 781 subscribers. I have 870 now. I want to thank you so much, Rabbit, for just letting me come here and be with you guys, on this social media, YouTube sphere. It's hard to find a home and community. So I do want to thank you and your followers for helping me. That's 89 subs. I want to thank you so much for, doing that and helping me with that. I just wanted to say that because I haven't said that publicly. So thank you guys. This is growth. As you see, this is growth, guys. I love it. This is how each one teach one. This is how we build community machine. So thank you so much for that.
For sure. Well, we got to get to 1,000. Like, come on, guys.
Yes, we do. So I can look, so I can start making money.
Let's go. Are you monetized? You're not monetized yet?
No, you have to have 1,000 subscribers.
Are you at your 4,000 hours now?
Oh, I'm past that. I'm at everything but 1,000 subscribers.
All right, guys, come on. I'm gonna be bugging you. I'll share it in the community wall. Hopefully, we'll get you up there because this is hard work, guys. I mean, if you got somebody that really wants to do YouTube, they should be able to do YouTube. So shout out to you. Hopefully, we'll get you there. Hopefully, by the end of this trial, we'll get there.
Oh, For sure, I believe we'll pass 1,000 by the end of this trial, honestly.
For
And
sure.
I actually think the trial is going to be longer than we expect it to be,
You
because I
think
believe this.
so?
Yeah, I don't believe the story ends at Keefe conviction.
Part 2, the RICO case comes through. Oh,
That's when it comes. You know what I'm saying? So it's a deeper fish. It's a deeper
oh.
fish.
So let's make a pact. Let's make a pact right here. Kadisha Lynn, you're here. You're here. I say, if there's a RICO, if there's a conviction, okay, there's a couple things. If a conviction happens
Mhm.
and it follows, and then there's a RICO, we gonna have to come live, the three of us all at the same time, and meet and talk about the fact that, oh my God, didn't we talk about this on August 23rd? And then bam,
Absolutely.
suddenly, okay, that's insane. Okay.
Absolutely. All right, so let's go to the trailer video. I put this video together for you guys to give us a little bit of a synopsis of what's going on here. We do
Mhm.
know that Reggie Wright Sr. and Jr. were indicted by the grand jury. California has a special type of mechanism where the case has to go before a grand jury before it goes to trial, right? Because the grand jury has
Yes.
to approve all the evidence. You don't have to approve it, without a shadow of a doubt, but you do have to say, hey, grand jury, we have a case. Do you guys want us to go to trial? So I do believe it's not how we start, it's how we finish. So a lot of the things
Mhm.
in a grand jury do not make it to trial sometimes. So I pulled up I made a collage video for us. This is, I don't think that's the beginning. Is that yes,
That's at the
that is
beginning?
the beginning. Yes, that is the beginning.
Okay.
Let's watch this and then we'll get into what actually happened.
So let me say this real quick, because Vlad loves to strike down the people. So we need to make sure we do this under fair use, right? So I'm going to stop it. Everyone, you tell me to stop it. I know I'd love to play it straight through, but if he did it to Lovely T, he'll do it to anybody. That's why I'm
Okay.
like,
So
The
this is
Vlad.
6, yeah, because I did not even think about that.
Yeah. So
So,
it's all
um,
good. Let's do this
are you
though. I'm gonna
sure?
try to, yeah, I'm gonna try to change it up a little bit,
Okay.
so that it's not straight from. Let's see. We already have that. I'm gonna put a little banner, just a little bit. I'm not gonna skew the video though. We just know how Vlad likes to get down, because we just know. All right. So I think we should be good. We have a couple banners up. We should be good. We'll stop it, and then if you want to give
Yeah, and
commentary to it,
if
yeah.
anybody has any questions about what's going on, that'll be our pause to stop. I'll kind of
Perfect.
narrate what's going on.
So why do we start with 2021 Valley TV? Why do you think this is important? And then I'll
This
hit
is
play on it.
important because this is the interview after he went to jail. He did
Okay.
I believe he only did 18 months. So he does an interview with Vlad TV talking about his time there and actually what happened. And Vlad asked him what happened, and he told us his story about what happened.
His version.
His version.
All right. Let me play this.
What exactly did you plead guilty to? Because you didn't go to trial, right?
No, sir.
Okay, so you pled guilty.
I pled guilty to sales of marijuana and money laundering.
Okay. And I guess that at one point you had your own, weed shop, right?
I did dispensaries. I had two.
Dispensary.
I had one in Gardena. I'm sorry, Garden Grove, and in Long Beach.
Okay.
That I was involved in, and that's how I started off in the business.
Yeah.
Was mainly for marijuana dispensaries.
Okay, but those actually ended up going out of business.
Well, the cities, not the feds or the state. The cities kept closing me down, the code enforcement departments, because cities didn't want it in their communities at that time. And we're talking about 2010, 2011, 2012, where they were hard. We're down there a little bit more lenient,
right?
With the marijuana dispensaries.
Let me stop right here. Did you add the music to this? This is beautiful. I love a suspenseful
Of course,
music.
I added of course I did. I had to zhuzh it up because
on this. Don't
absolutely, I contributed to this. I put the 2021 up there, and I added music back, and I'm talking over it right now. Testing.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's working.
Absolutely.
What do you think? So he's giving his version, right?
So right now he's telling you that it was in 2017. So now he's establishing that weed was legal in California. Okay, but what you were doing with it wasn't. Okay, guys, are we
Yeah.
following? So this is a federal case, Rabbit.
Yeah.
So he's telling you that, yeah, I have 2 dispensaries and the dispensaries being closed down, and yeah, I just did weed or whatever the case may be. I just distributed a little bit of weed in California. It was legal. Continue.
Let me play.
Okay, and I guess after your shops closed down, you continued to do some marijuana business.
Yes, and even during it, mainly when the shops closed.
Yeah.
That I started selling to guys that were shipping it out of town.
Okay, and how much did you sell exactly?
Wait, he said selling it to guys that were shipping it out of town.
Shipping.
Oh,
You heard him.
yeah. Let me get you up here. Here we go.
Shipping it out of town. Out of town or out of state?
Oh my God. He said out of town. Notice that he's acting like he was still in the same state when all this ish was happening. You can't make this up. It was just like one, he went from Sacramento to, Garden Grove.
He's
Out
going
of
to tell you where
town.
he's going to tell you where he went. Out of town. He's going to tell you right now in no limit of time. See, this is Reggie is the type of liar that it completely alters what the truth is, right? Now,
Yeah.
his father is an omission type of liar. He's just not going to tell. Oh, girl. Continue.
All right.
How many pounds?
Yeah. Hundreds, thousands,
Well,
millions.
it wasn't that major, but it was 3 to 4 pounds a week,
Okay.
maybe 5 pounds a week.
Okay.
That were going out of town.
Got it. How did that whole thing unravel? Like, who got caught that basically led back to you?
I was dealing with some gang members, mainly in the state of Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee.
Mhm.
I was dealing with some guys that were associated with some guys from Watts called the Great Street Crips. I only was dealing with mainly 2 guys from Great Street Crips and Watts. The guys in Memphis I didn't know at all. And so,
Was it
You
Memphis? Out of town? Are we out of town or are we out of state, Rabbit? Which one are we?
I think we're out of state, but I mean, he said out of town, but the town, the state, he can get this confused. So people don't always know the difference between the this shit happens. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you don't know. One day you're just driving and then suddenly you're like in Vegas, and then one minute you're in Colorado. I mean, this shit just happens. You go from just happens. Just walked. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So now it becomes, if you're listening, now we went around the corner in town. Now we're in Memphis, and get this. You're dealing with Grape Street. Grape Street is a fraction of the Crips, but you're hanging around Death Row, which is the Bloods and the Mob Pyru. Oh, so you have no loyalty to nobody. So when you have no loyalty to nobody, who are you actually working for?
But he didn't know them. He didn't really know them like that. That's what he said. Okay. They didn't go to barbecues. They didn't go to like Thanksgiving dinners or anything like. He didn't really know them. You just deal this kind of business with people that you don't know.
Neither did Tupac. Neither did Tupac. He didn't know the Mob Pyru. He didn't know the mob. He didn't know the mob. He knew the mob. I don't think Tupac was part of a gang. He was a gang bang. He was a gang banger. I think it's difference between a gang banger and a gang member.
A gang member. Yes.
Right. So I think Reggie is guilty by association, just like Tupac was. So now, if you're doing dealings with, if this case did come up, the paperwork on it because I retrieved it. You're telling me that you're doing business with Grape Street Crips? Now get this, guys. Grape Street Crips is not Southside Compton Crips. They also have their whatever they got going on, because when you gang bang, then it's like, I'm from this, but I'm from this, and it don't matter the color. It matters the territory. It matters the principles. It matters the camaraderie. It matters all of this. So this is interesting that you, in 2021, you're telling us, you're giving us this information. This information is in the paperwork. He don't have to say this information. But what Reggie does is give you extra information to make himself seem like a credible source, but he doesn't understand that the information is too much information for the streets. Because now I'm thinking like, unless you have the paperwork, you don't know that he was dealing with in an 18 co-defendant case, 800 pages later, he's dealing with 8 Grape Street Crips.
Very
Continue.
true.
Let's go further down.
Oh, man.
They were connected in dealing with guys that was in Memphis. And those who I started the relationship with were the guys in Watts.
Okay. So the guys in Memphis got busted.
The ATF was on them.
Yeah.
For guns and the gang activities, how federal task force gets on you.
Yeah. That led back to you.
It led back to me.
You got arrested.
Through, the game members from Gray Street.
Yep. You got arrested and you got charged.
Correct.
And you pled guilty.
Yes, sir.
You didn't try to take this to trial.
I didn't try to take it to trial.
If you took it to trial, how many years were you facing?
Probably about 7.
7 years. Okay. Your dad was tied up into this thing.
He was tied
also.
up with it, and only because of his love for Reggie Wright Jr.
What? See, that's the part. Anyways, I get this stuff of his love for Reggie Wright Jr.
Did you get that?
Tied up.
And this is how I know you're listening, because I stopped the video at the same point, and I think everybody that saw this of his love for Reggie Wright. Come on, Reggie, stop this. What is that? Passive aggressiveness? Or is that, what is it called when you foreshadow? You try to cloak something. You try to manipulate me into thinking that your father somehow loved you so much that he did what? Listen, so this is what he's saying. He's saying his father, because you guys don't know, but I know what he's about to say. But I want you to see how a manipulator, I want you guys to see how manipulation works. He's telling you his father got tied in it only because of his love for him. Well, listen to what his father did for his love for him. Listen.
Oh, Lord,
Continue.
let's keep going.
What I mean by that, he allowed me to have a checking account. Because I had several checking accounts, because that's how I was getting the money back. But I had this checking account with him 2007 before I even thought about selling some marijuana, which helped. It showed the pattern that I had the checking account, and I was using it and paying bills out of my account, my house note, everything from that account.
Yeah.
But it was in his name because, quite frankly, I had got kicked out of Bank of America for some reason.
Pause.
And I'm using his checking account.
Okay.
Pause. Wait a minute. Like Nancy Grace. You're telling me that you don't have a Bank of America account in 2007? For what reason?
He got kicked out, he said.
For what reason? He said for some reason. I don't. No. We know why we can't go into Bank of America and can't go. It wasn't fraud. Were you doing something with Death Row? Remember, because now we know information. Now we're in 2026. Were you doing something fraudulent with Bank of America that they told you that you can't come back no more? Now you have a Chime account? You have a Cash App account?
These banks don't ever like to kick anybody out because they want to get you with fees and stuff like that. But now they're kicking you out.
Bank of America, if you overdraft, they're closing down your Bank of America. Don't play. But remember, Bank of America had that fraud that time. Remember?
Yeah.
When the people were stealing on accounts or whatever the case may be. But Bank of America is one of the most. You're not walking in Bank of America and playing with them.
Yeah.
They're not playing with you. They will close and shut shop. So what he's saying right here is important because this gives us information about some information about what he could have been doing with Bank of America, to the fact that he had to get his father to open an account.
Can he even have an account? Anyways, I'm sure I'm getting ahead of myself with that one, but yeah.
Oh, all the questions will be answered right here, and then we're going to get to the paperwork. But continue. So listen, guys.
And
so now
his
he's
name was
tied
on
in.
it.
Yeah, now he's tied into the money
Now he's tied
laundering.
into the money
Okay.
laundering part.
Ultimately, what happened to him?
Nothing.
So they dropped everything.
They didn't drop it. He and I, we had to pay a fine of $250,000.
Oof.
And that was pretty much the money that they figured, or that they came up with, that was put into that account.
Okay.
And we paid it back to the government.
But he avoided jail time, which
Correct.
would have been awful.
Yes. Oh,
because he's how old
that
now?
would have killed me. He's 75 now, but when all this happened, it was like 72.
Yeah. Okay. So you pled guilty.
I pled guilty.
Leading up to the time that you had to turn yourself in, how did you feel?
I was scared. I mean, when I was doing the interviews with you, I think I expressed to you that I was concerned.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that I wasn't going to be doing major time because, my lawyer was telling me that I shouldn't do no more than 3 years for marijuana and all of that. It came out, when you first get indicted, how the government comes after you. Like I was doing all type of things, guns, but that was people I was associated with had those particular charges on them.
Yeah.
And it made it seem like I was involved in that. But once, thank God, the investigators investigated and did their due diligence, they found out I was just the marijuana guy.
Okay. And how many years did you plead to? The deal that they gave you?
They gave me 18 months and 2 years of federal probation.
Reggie Wright Jr. ended up pleading guilty.
Pause.
And in the process.
Okay, first of all, let me just say this, right off the gate. The fact and I'm just stunned. Oh, my lawyer said that it was just going to be 3 years. You're never going to get just 3 years when it comes to the feds, too. I mean, there had to have been some dealings and stuff like that, but okay. Okay, sir. Okay.
So you're telling me, so what's happening, guys, right here is his father, obviously they have the same name, but his father had an account and he let Reggie use the account for his love for his son. I'm not sure. We're dealing with people, a 71-year-old for his love for his son will open up will have a bank account, let the son, this is like high school stuff. Like you do this to your high schoolers, right? Custodial accounts and things like that. He could have made him a, what do they call it?
One of the, starter accounts, right. My oldest, I got
we're dealing with grown people. That's why the feds were probably like, wait a minute, this is something that you do to a high schooler. You know what I'm saying? No, we
manage your money.
We're damn near in Pampers now, having our sons use, both of them are probably in Pampers as of today, because Reggie can't get up fast enough to go to the bathroom. But I'm saying both of them are probably in Pampers at the time in 2017. And you're telling me in 2007 that you just let your son just use your bank account to pay his bills and all of this other stuff? Who does that? What are we talking about? Now, this is, as we can see, in 2022. So Reggie came first and then the father came second. This, guys, is Reggie's father. This is the Compton Police Department lieutenant, obviously, in this case, as we're covering it now. He got on Vlad TV. You can, shout out to Vlad TV, shout out to Vlad. Hey, Vlad, I added music and I added little stuff on my commentary. Fair use. So listen. He went to Vlad TV after. You guys can look at the full interview. Obviously, I only took out what I needed for the sake of this stream, right? But this is the direct part, the portion of him describing when Vlad asked him, what happened? Now, you heard Reggie. That was one type of liar. Now, listen to this one. Continue.
Now, that was 2021. Now we're in 2022. And this is Reggie Wright, Senior.
Okay.
Senior. The other one's junior. This is senior.
Yes, he made sure that you didn't get caught up in the situation where you didn't have to go do any prison time.
Well, he was telling the truth about my not involvement. As a U.S. attorney, felt as though I was connected because of the account and certain things that happened in the investigation.
Yeah.
But it was all innocent on my part because I had no idea of what he was caught up in. But I, subsequently got that over with and it's behind me. Yeah, unfortunately.
You were, in 2017, you were 71 years old?
Yes. I think.
I mean, how terrifying was it for a 71-year-old man, former police officer, to be potentially facing jail time?
It's not a good thing. Of course, I don't care if I was 21 or 71 or 81.
Yeah.
And me being on the other side of the law, it concerned me, but it didn't scare me because I knew I was innocent of what they were trying to bring to me. I wasn't involved the way they came at. I don't think I was involved with is my son had my checking account and I drew some money out for him at times that they surveilled and saw me. But I'm thinking that was good money because he was doing productions and stuff.
Yeah.
And the account, the account that he had, my wife and I had that account when we were together. But later on, she got her own account. I got my own account. That bank account was just sitting there, and I let Reggie have it in what was that, 2007? He had complete charge of it. He had the passcode, the invoice, everything was going to the post office box.
Mhm.
And so I didn't know nothing about what was happening with that account until they came to my house and put the cuffs on me. But that thing,
You got cuffed and everything, huh?
yeah, well,
Oh, man.
they really liked it. They thought I was got it. I mean, I've been on the other.
So he was active in the account. I mean, he's like, why thought I just gave it to my son? Because we just be giving accounts like that. What do you mean by
telling
that?
me. This is why the police department was shut down. Remember, Compton Police Department was shut down and they turned it to a sheriff's office.
In like 2000s, they started contracting out. Yeah.
You're
yeah,
telling
it
me,
worked
Mr. Lieutenant, that you let your grown pamper son have full, not by the bank's, not to the bank's knowledge that your son wasn't, incapacitated. So he, it wasn't a custodial account. Is basically what I'm saying. You had and gave him full range to deposit money and withdraw money. So, because what they were doing, as we can see in the grand jury transcripts that we have, the large amount of money was being deposited in Memphis and withdrawed in California. As a father's telling you right now, he was going down to the bank at times and taking it out on surveillance camera. Why can't your son take it out?
Yeah. Oh my God. And why that amount? I mean, people just be taking out so many grand.
And guess what? And that's why it was conspiracy, because when I was reading, because I did have to skim through you got to skim through the paperwork. You got to be dedicated to this to really kind of get the story of what's going on. Bank of America had at the time, you couldn't deposit more than $10,000. And if you deposit $10,000 exactly, it'll alert the bank. So they were depositing 6,000, 9,400 and different things. Anything under 10,000 wouldn't trigger the bank, and they would have to send that information higher because because even on your cash apps, even on your bank accounts, you guys need to be looking, and hopefully you guys are looking at the daily limit. I mean, you guys are not drunk driving, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? There is a daily limit that we have on our bank accounts, and if it exceeds that,
it gets flagged.
It gets flagged.
Immediately.
It didn't get flagged because they were coaching each other, and they all knew within this web of 18 co-defendants. That's why it's 800
when
pages.
When
to deposit, and how much to deposit. So the father's telling you, I went down to the bank, but Reggie was telling the truth about everything, and I wasn't involved. I was just okay.
And they really are. I mean, it's a lot of banks out there, for
Especially
like
Bank
a
of
credit
America.
union. Yeah, I have a credit union, and if you deposit more than 10, one day, like 10, they're literally acting like, "Where'd you get this money? Where is it coming from?" Like they're not used to that.
Peekaboo said, "Who wants to test my account? Send me 10K, and I see if it gets flagged."
Y'all can
don't test mine, honey.
Don't
test mine. No shade.
Oh my God. All right, let's keep going.
All right, we're almost done. So we can play this straight to the end.
So it didn't shock me. Yeah, but
I bet.
Yeah, but it was interesting. However, I got past all that, and people realized I wasn't even a U.S. attorney, wasn't involved like they initially thought, and I got by that.
I only got in trouble in 2017. or something that was legal in California. But that's another story.
Ooh. What did he say at that very end? I only got in trouble for something that was legal in California. Is he talking about the
So
marriage?
he came out on his podcast with John on Bombs First a couple of days ago. Just rambling. That's what he does, guys. If you want to know more insight about Reggie Wright, just listen to him. He'll tell you everything. So what I'm telling you is he came across, he was just talking aimlessly. I watched it because I listened for information, right? And he said, and you guys were talking about 2017, but what happened in 2017 was only because I was doing something in 2017 that was legal, but that's a whole nother story. But what were you doing in 2017 that was legal that you didn't get convicted of?
Yeah, what part is it?
Rewind. Let him tell you that again, because I think people miss that. He's trying to do that passive aggressive one or that lying one. Like, oh yeah, in 2017, I was selling weed, but that was legal. But that's another story. What? No.
No.
That's not how it works. Not with me listening.
Absolutely. Hold up now. Let me play that last part because that's interesting.
I only got in trouble in 2017 for something that was legal in California. But that's another story.
It's like he wants to write his own narrative. And this is the state's witness. That's my issue. It's like, this is your witness. Your witness is a criminal. And no shade, because I got people, in my family with backgrounds. It's not that. It's just like, is there a vested interest for him to make sure that he's not implicated in any of this? I'm curious about that too.
Oh, absolutely.
Something doesn't sound right with me and Reggie Wright. I don't know.
Absolutely. He is definitely trying to control the narrative and independent. What happened with social media is independent coverage of cases. Right?
Yeah.
I think there's people that fail to realize that the private eyes that we're going to get to the tea. We're going to get the carrots. And I think they misspeak and they get so high up that they feel like everybody's so lower that the low ones don't even do the work to get the information. We are going to find justice for Tupac. We are the ones, us independent content creators, we are the ones that help change the narrative politically, commercialize the presidency. You know what I mean? Everything starts from us. Yeah. And so people like us, when we hear things like this, that don't make sense, Reggie. You just told us in 2021, that you were convicted for money laundering. You told us in 2026, a couple of days ago, that you were doing something that was legal in 2017. He's not credible. This adds to his character. So how do you feel about the story that the father told, chat, and the story that Reggie told? How do you feel, Rabbit?
A contradiction, but does he know I just don't know if they realize just how contradicting they are. You go from he didn't know anything is a father's love, and I'm like, a father's love, a bank account. Okay, you're under the age of 18. Why would you? I would never add my 18-year-old, who is still, he's a child, to my account just because I can. No.
And give him full range.
No. And give him full range. And withdraw money for me? No. No.
Hey, Mom.
That doesn't even make sense.
I'm getting $9,000 deposited into the account at 3:00. Can you go down there and go get it for me? Yeah, sure. Sure, baby bunny. No.
There you go. No. Is it a big purchase? Like, that's when you typically, and I go to the bank, and the small talk is crazy at the bank because it's like, are you making a big purchase? And I have to, yeah, sure, I'm making a big purchase. Okay, but it's
mind you guys, we're not dealing with two civilians. We're dealing with cops here.
Ex-cops.
These are ex-cops here. This man, the senior, was Compton lieutenants.
Yeah.
And his son was also a cop. They're both, wait, what? The federal government is like, no, these things don't happen to people like you. These things should be red flags to people that was on the other side of this. You understand?
and then not know the people that they're dealing with, the Grape Street. Well, I didn't really know them, but I didn't know
I
it
was
was all
doing
the
business with
weapons.
them. They were able to
You're-
transfer money into my bank account. What?
You're doing business with gang members. You think that there's
You
no
have a
access to
relationship with
weapons?
them. You have a
Lord have
relationship with
mercy.
them. You obviously have a relationship with them because they were able to, and you can go to the grand jury. We're just going to skip through this because it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So the grand jury came out with
Tell
the
me where to go.
indictment. You can do let me see. Hold on, let me pull up the file 1 second.
Thank you. Oh, you
can
organized
go-
them too.
Oh,
This is
yes, honey.
amazing.
You can go to the indictment.
Okay. And this is the document we've seen here.
This is the document that I put the watermark on for you. If you want to go down it, it really tells you the story. But as we skim through it, we don't really have to go through it. It was just basically telling you the story that we just heard. But look at all the co-defendants. So this is why it was 800 pages. The federal government did the aliases. You see the names in the street names and everything. You see the junior, you see the senior. Let me go through it with you as I talk about it. Let me hold on. Let me add another screen. So let's go. Let me say.
Boo dirty.
So it's really nothing to even. Let me see what page. Go down to page 14.
Okay. Do you want to tell them the counts just so people understand the exact counts, or do you just want to go to page 14?
Girl, you want to hear the counts? Let's hear the counts. Absolutely.
We could just read them quickly. Okay, so guys,
I got. Okay.
Go ahead.
You want to read? Okay, hold on. Let me get my binder.
Do your thing. Ty got to get the binder. Well, the first count shouldn't be surprising at all. Just real quick. We don't have to read every detail, but this is the first count.
So the first count is drug trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
The second count is under drug trafficking, right? The third count is these are different forms of drug trafficking.
Yep.
The fourth count is under drug trafficking.
Okay.
The fifth count is under drug trafficking. Everything is under drug trafficking until we get to the eighth count.
And he had a nickname, Reg and
Unk. They called him Monk. They called him Monk. So if you go down to page 9,
yep,
that's when and you could put this in your Discord so people that people really want to read, whatever the case may be.
Yes. So we have 8 counts, but then the 9th one is the money laundering, correct?
The 9th one is the money laundering one, right? It says did unlawfully, knowingly, and intentionally conspire, commit, and confederate, and agree with each other and with each other person known and unknown to the United States attorney to commit offenses against the United States in violation of Title 18. And it goes into and then
way,
all of these.
This is why he can't use Bank of America. Y'all see who's up there, Reginald Wright?
This is why. But go down to page 14. Page 14. Right. If this is the bank account. Guys, this is the bank account. But nobody knew nothing. Nobody's just is anything over $10,000? Guys, look at the paperwork. Is anything over 10,000? Keep on scrolling. It's not done. Is
9,000? This is insane. 9,725 withdraw from California as is being deposited.
Am I lying, guys? Let me know. Is anything over $10,000?
Nothing is over 10. Very interesting. Even the one with 9,725. Like, let's make sure we don't go over.
Keep on going. Is anything over 10?
Just shy from 10. 9,300. A deposit in Memphis, Tennessee.
Keep on going, Rabbit. Is anything over 10,000?
Ooh, look at this withdraw. Right here.
That's the one that got him.
That flagged the account. See, he got greedy. He's like, we're good.
Flagged him. They're basically saying back at the ranch, they're basically saying, yo, guys, we're good. Ain't nobody saying nothing about what we doing over here, honey. I'm just going to shoot 13,000, honey. I'm just going to take out 13,000. Now, do you believe Daddy Pamper, that he went down to the bank and withdrew $13,000? I would love to know who did that withdrawal. Who did that withdrawal?
Yeah.
That withdrawal seems very suspicious. You know what I'm saying? What page is that? 17? That
Yeah,
withdrawal
17.
that withdrawal seems like that was intentional.
Yeah. And
That
look at the crazy
withdrawal-
part. The crazy part between the dates, right? You got, like, if you look at the 13,500, but then you got on the same day, it's a deposit of 4,500, then they withdraw. And he's like, I didn't think it was a big deal. I'm just withdrawing money. Who in their right mind, if you're going 3-4 times a month to go withdraw this amount of money, $8,000? I mean, I don't got it like nobody, we're all struggling. You go to the bank to withdraw. I mean, I'm happy to just get $100 out. Hey, I gotta, need some cash type of situation. Oh no.
Mess. Hold on. So then this is obviously all in the grand jury, and then all the counts, all the people, and then the grand jury, as we know, because they did go to trial, the other people went to trial. That this is what we're working with. So
oh man.
After this, there was paperwork saying that, yeah, we're going to warrants for everybody's arrest at this point. Nobody's coming down for statements. Nobody's coming to shoot the shit at the cigar shop, and we're going to talk it over a charcuterie board. We're indicting you, and we are filing for everybody to be arrested.
There you go.
Everybody was raided and arrested. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
You know, when they do raids, they don't just move over your rug and your seat and your china cabinet. They trash your house.
And by the way, this was not just the ganja, right? Like, we're talking about.
Oh no, we're talking
please
about
tell the people. It was over the no, it was prescribed oxy. I think that was one of the things that I saw in there.
And I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah. Estrella Mama says, I bet some of those fools thought that the deposit and the withdrawals on the same day added up to 9,000, so they'd be okay. Yo, listen, don't be messing with the banks.
On page 6, go to page 6.
All right, let's go to the page 6.
I don't even know if we could say these things.
Yeah,
on
right
stream.
here.
What is that first?
Ooh, here we go. To unlawfully, knowingly, intentionally possess, and the intent to distribute, and to distribute the ox of the tea. Okay, a Schedule 2 controlled substance as classified by Title 21, United States Section 812, violation of Title 21, the United States.
Go to the next page. So that's what we're working with. That's one of them. Go to the next page.
The next one is possess, distribute a mixture and substance containing a detectable amount of the ganja, a Scheduled 1 controlled substance as classified by the Title 21 code. Okay, that's there. So that's that. Oh, and there's another one too. Yep, count 5. It's the same with the ganja.
There was another controlled substance. 1 second. I did my paperwork out of
it. Count 6 is also the ganja. Count 7 is also the ganja. Count 8, the ganja. Hold up. There's another one. Count 9. I thought I saw one too when I was looking at this before.
Go to page 5.
Page 5. Here we go. Oh, hydroco. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
So this is what we're dealing with. You think we're doing voluntary statements? What does Judy say? Baloney. We're getting you. We're no, come on down. We're coming to get you. So in the paperwork, like I said, it was 800 pages. In the paperwork, they obviously it took some time to get arrest warrants. Everybody's everywhere.
Yeah.
So you're out of your jurisdiction. So you have to have clearance of jurisdiction. Then you have to get the arrest warrants within the jurisdiction. And then because this is federal, obviously, that's a lot. So it was a lot of paperwork in that case file that obviously this is all under one case file, guys. So it was a lot of procedural things within the case file describing everybody's arrest warrant and everything.
Yeah.
So let's go to the junior bond. It should be in the file, in the zipped file that I
The
gave you.
junior bond. Let's see. We got the junior judgment. Okay, hold up.
Do junior bonds, because obviously everybody's arrested at this point when they come and get them.
Mhm.
Now,
All
I need
right.
you guys to look at this. They're arrested. Skim through it, Rabbit, if you can.
Mhm.
Now,
Okay, it's only one page.
a surety bond is a type of bond, to my understanding, that somebody puts up to make sure you come to court.
Right.
Who put up the bond?
Let's see. Is it Gail Wright? Uncle? Hold
His
up.
uncle put up $50,000 for his bond.
Oh. And where he get that money? Dang.
When he went to the swap meet in a flea market, he sold $50,000 worth of t-shirts that said "Free Tupac"
He
and "R.I.P. Tupac." I'm not sure
he
where he got $50,000, honey.
pawned a bunch of things. I don't know, because I mean these pawn shops
So
will give you-
no. I need you guys to listen to me.
Okay, do it.
$50,000 would alert your bank.
Mm-hmm.
$50,000 is not something that you can just give somebody. This is cash money that you're saying here. The court has to prove that they had the money. This is because they could be a flight risk. They're out of state. They could be a flight risk and everything else. So if we bond them out and they do not show up to the next court date, we're keeping this cash money. It's not we're keeping the promise of the money. No, we're keeping what we actually have in our possession. Hold on. Let me get the, hold on.
You're fine. Ty, this is insane.
No, this is a lot. You guys, I'm telling you, I'm bringing you the carrots. So let me get back to what I'm saying. Now
This is mattress money, right? Like this is that mattress money that you can say you don't put it in the
I
bank.
don't give a damn where you got it from. $50,000 is a lot of money for one person. Listen, the father and the son got locked up. Go to the senior bond, please. Bring the senior bond into the bunny docket now.
All right, so we got the junior bond. Now
Hold your
we're at the
seats.
senior bond.
Or just scroll down, Rabbit.
Who paid another 50? The uncle?
Who paid another 50?
Dang, so they dropped like they between the two, 50 here and 50 there. It's that police pension, that Compton PD pension plan after you retire.
You're telling me that you dropped $100,000
In one day.
cash money on your brother and your nephew? We got to look into Mr. Giles. You know, they from New Orleans. Giles. I don't know.
Can't make this up.
Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
they get bonded out and then they have a whole court proceeding. Somebody
Right,
said,
right,
where's
right.
the short version?
There isn't. This is it right
There
here.
isn't a short version. That's the problem. Okay, so we did the junior
Man.
bond and we did the senior bond. And so now the trial happens, obviously, because they're out of state, right? This was Tennessee that brought this case. So they're like, we have these two Californians. Let's send them back to California. We got the money. If they don't show up, we'll get $100,000. And then obviously we'll have to do other court proceedings and things like that. The case goes on. Obviously, a lot of paperwork I went through.
Right.
I'm like, what am I actually looking for? I'm looking for judgments and I'm looking for other things. Now, we're going to start with Mr. Reggie Wright Jr.
Okay.
Go to junior judgment, please. Now,
Oh,
this is the
junior
judgment after the
judgment.
case. This is after the case is done. This is what he got hit with. Now,
Okay.
if you scrolled up, I don't think you scrolled to the first page.
This is the first
Oh, did
page right
you?
here. Yeah.
Okay.
This is
He pleaded
junior.
guilty to what?
A conspiracy to possession with intent to distribute and distribution of the ganja.
Okay. Scroll down to page 2.
Okay.
This is the continuation.
Yes. And conspiracy to commit money laundering as well. Interesting.
And these are other accounts up there too. Those are not.
Yeah. Oh,
those
yeah.
are
That's
different
right.
counts.
Possession.
Yeah.
Possession
Mhm.
with intent to distribute and distribution of the ganja, aiding and abetting. Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
he was, if you see imprisonment, they say, this is, I don't know what page this is, but if you go down to
This is
imprisonment.
page 3.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, okay. This is imprisonment.
Okay. 18 months on each count to run congruent to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also, if you go down to supervised released on page 4,
Mm-hmm.
2 years on each count to run congruent to each other, 2 years probation.
Okay.
That's what he got hit with. So at this time, Reggie's in jail. He's in
Right.
jail. Guys, COVID is about to happen.
Oh, he got the discounted COVID from California. He got released on that
Reggie
shit?
Wright is 1,000 pounds. If you're obese, this is what they were saying. This is what happened. Go to Compassion Relief, Junior Compassion Relief. Reggie told the people, since I'm obese, I'm at a higher risk of catching COVID because of my lungs, and it'll do more damage to me. Can you guys send me home?
Junior Compassion denied. That's what it says. Is that the one you want?
Absolutely. Let's bring it up. I'm telling you, this is the documentation. Now, this one is interesting. Let me hold on. Let me bring this up. Go to actually right there where you're at. And I love how I highlighted that. I'm happy that I found out how to do that. It says the back. What happened? Somebody's laughing at me.
I'm laughing at you.
Oh,
You
you're
see,
laughing
I
at
love
me.
that I can highlight that.
I love that I can highlight that. So listen, the background, I'm just going to read it because this is important. The grand jury
Go for it.
indicted defendant and 18 co-defendants on drug trafficking and money laundering charges. Defendant pleaded guilty to possession and intent to distribute the ganja and money laundering about a year later. Then, about a year after the plea agreement, this court sentenced defendant to serve 18 months imprisonment following by 2 years of supervised release. The defendant did not file a notice of appeal. That's important because this is why this whole thing is denied. Because if you really wanted to go home, you should have told them that you were obese when in the appeal. So they're saying you did not file a notice of appeal. And now the defendant moves to pro se seeking compassionate release because of the COVID-19 global pandemic. That's what Reggie's saying. Defendant argues that he is 53 years old and suffers from esophageal, what is that? Girl, I'm not a medicine person. Some disease.
Esophagus.
Some disease in his throat. And he has approximately 10 months remaining on his 18-month sentence. Anybody know how to do math? So he has 10 months remaining. How many months did he serve?
Not that many. He had 10 months remaining. It was what, 18 total?
How many
so you'd only had done 8.
Defendants, what is that? Precedence report noted that he underwent a surgical procedure at UC Irvine Medical Center in Orange, California, a few years ago to treat the disease. Before that surgery, defendant's esophagus could not properly open, which made it difficult for him to consume food. He does not need any prescription. He does not need any. Hold on, let me see if I'm reading it right. He does not need any prescription medication, but he takes over-the-counter pain medication as needed. So it's not that severe as you're saying. Okay, let's listen. Yet he claims that this court should adjust his sentence under the compassionate release statute, because if he were to get COVID-19 virus, if he were to get the virus, his symptoms may be more severe than others affected by the virus. This was his argument.
Yeah, and it's Irvine. I think it's UC Irvine Medical Center in Orange
Okay.
County, California. In Orange,
English-
California.
English wasn't my major, but I can read.
You're fine. Me
Kinda,
too. I'm
You know,
hooked on phonics. Don't worry.
absolutely.
So
So go
it's
down to
achalasia. Achalasia is what he was treating. I think that's the. Did he have some kind of surgical thing here where?
remember, if you go back to the interview, he had a trachea in his neck.
It's
So
right.
he had
That's
that
right.
hole. He had that hole right there in his, and that's how. If you go back to Reggie's past interviews, everybody thought he had a lap band surgery. No, he had COVID. He's still suffering from the side effects of COVID. He actually caught it. So he's saying if he got it in this, he's saying if he got it, he would be in trouble. So I was reading documentation. He got this disease, and he also was under pneumonia, and then he caught COVID.
Yeah.
And so he was pleading for them to release him 8 months into his 18-month bid.
Because and
Now-
the court said no.
Go down to page 12.
All righty. Let's go. Okay.
Are we there?
Almost. There we go. Conclusion.
In the end, this court found, now this is the court talking. This is the United States District Judge. This is federal, guys. Read that for me, Rabbit, please.
It says, in the end, the court finds the defendant likely failed to exhaust his administrative remedies. But even if he did, defendants allege obesity, esophageal, achalasia disease, and sleep apnea are not extraordinary and compelling reasons warranting compassionate release. And finally, considering the factors, and they put the penal code there, the court finds that defendant's sentence should not be reduced under 18 USC 3582C1A. So the court denies the defendant's motion for compassionate release.
So he had to serve the rest of his sentence.
Dang.
That's Reggie
Dang.
Wright. That's Reggie Wright. I did the father second because I want you guys to notice something. This was terrible. This was really bad. This was bad. If in fact, well, I'm not gonna now, I don't want to say the political answer. I believe the father was in on it. And so
You think the father
feds
was
are-
in on it?
Absolutely. When we're dealing with who we're dealing with, these characters are not civilians. This is not something that just goes under the radar from two Compton Police Department people, right? With the numbers that we're dealing with, what we're actually dealing with, right? You're not going to be able to sit across a desk and tell me, like, ignorance is no excuse of the law. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you know the law. So the federal government is saying, we're going to give you something, Mr. Senior.
For
We're
your
gonna give you
time as
something
an ex
for your
cop,
time,
like,
and then absolutely, we're going to give you something on this, because there's no way that you can sit and tell me if we have. Somebody said something.
no,
There's no
but,
way that
you know,
you can
kind of
sit and-
going, piggybacking a little bit on what you just said. It's like this, though, Ty. Think about it. I don't know about what relationship you have with your parents, but my parents would never allow me to forget this, right? Like if I implicated them in something, and to me, it's like they're not going to be out here doing interviews. Like I would be an embarrassment. I don't know. Be like, we taught you better. What the hell, I don't know. Somebody right about that. But anyways, I'm gonna shut up now.
Listen, we're independent media people, right? The federal government said the father was guilty.
Yeah.
The federal government, I can't argue with them. What do I know? I'm just looking at the pacer. Them the ones that knocked down the door and they did the work. They said you're lying. This is not the State Department, guys. This is federal. So we don't even know if any proffer agreements were introduced in this case either.
Oh shit. We don't know if he was offered a proffer agreement for this too.
We don't. Do
It's
we?
never going to be public. We don't know. I mean, I was surprised when Reggie said to Michael Farisi, I was offered a proffer agreement for the, the biggie stuff. And here I'm like, the biggie stuff? Why? What do you mean the biggie stuff?
What are we talking
Shaggy?
about? And this
What
is the thing.
are we talking about? That's insane. Anyways, let me shut
No,
up.
like
Go ahead.
my grandfather used to say this thing back in the day. I don't even want to get emotional. But I love moments in life when someone says something when you're unaware, like when you're an adolescent and not mentally ready to receive it, but it stays there. And later on in life, it plays out right in front of your face. And it's like, this moment is what they meant when they said this.
That's that
My-
wisdom hitting you right there. Yep.
My grandfather used to say, God rest his soul, he used to say, you let your alligator mouth overload your hummingbird ass.
Ooh,
And I never understood what that meant, because I was one of, as y'all could tell, I was one of them little girls. When I was a little girl, I was asking why. Why do I have to take a shower? Why do I have to put on my right sock before my left?
Yeah.
Why? I was one of them girls in the people's face like this. The kids would be playing, and I would be right under the adults. Like, I was the one. As time would have it, I would be interested in investigative things, right?
Right.
So what that meant, and when I really fully processed that as an adulting adult, right? Because we have two type of adults, right? We have adults, and then we have adults that adult and do adult things, handle their responsibilities, and stay true to who they are and their cores. So as an adulting adult, I processed that information and I said, oh, he means my mouth is too big. It's too big of a check for my ass to cash.
Yep.
So your mouth, if you can see an alligator mouth and a hummingbird, if you can physically see that picture of an alligator mouth on a hummingbird, it is just like you're talking too much. You're saying things that you can't back up, and you're just being erroneous. You know what I'm saying? So I believe Reggie is one of those people that lets his alligator mouth overload his hummingbird ass, right? So it's sad. Go to the senior plea agreement.
Senior plea. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, y'all gotta hold on to y'all seats, because this is where it gets rocky.
Oh, all right. Let me get down. I want to get us both on the screen here. Okay. All right. Ooh. Maybe this. No, we're gonna go on the side because that's a little too much. All right. Tell me about this.
So I believe that. Okay. This is okay. Since I've read it, we're only going to read 1 through 3. Can you read 1 through 3?
Yep. Okay. 1 through 3.
This is
So
the
Mr.
senior
Wright-
guys.
Okay, so this is Reginald Wright Sr., dad, okay? Mr. Wright Sr. will enter a plea of guilty to count 9 of the indictment, charging conspiracy to commit money laundering in violation of Title 18 United States Code Section 1956H. Number 2, based on Mr. Wright Sr.'s role in the money laundering and the fact that Mr. Wright Sr. has no criminal history, the government will recommend a sentence which does not involve imprisonment.
Pause.
Okay.
Now you guys hear. Now we know the father had pled guilty to money laundering. This is what the federal government said. So the father is now a felon. Now they said Mr. Wright Sr. and probably the strings that he could pull, right? The federal government said, you don't have no criminal history, because they can't literally say that, right? You have no criminal history, so we're not going to imprison you, because we know if you get if you have a past criminal history, that plays into obviously your sentencing and your judgment, what we're going to give you next based off of what you've already been through. Now, this last one is the most damning piece of the whole shebang. Read the last one for me.
Pursuant to the plea agreement, the parties have determined that Mr. Wright Sr. will pay an asset an asset forfeiture judgment in lieu of forfeiture of the real property listed in the indictment. Wright agrees to pay a monetary judgment in the amount of $200,000, provided that Mr. Wright Sr. pays the amount before sentencing. If Mr. Wright Sr. is unable to pay the amount in full before sentencing and must instead pay the amount over a period of time in full, then the monetary judgment amount would increase to $300,000. The defendant understands that absent the forfeiture agreement in this paragraph, the actual monetary judgment sought by the government would be substantially more than the agreed upon settlement amounts and would include the defendant's real property listed in the indictment. Okay.
Wait.
Break it down. I'm not even going to say nothing. Break it out because I'm like, that's a mouthful.
This is a mouthful. Reggie told you guys that him and his father had to pay $250,000. He's lying. This judgment was only against the father. The father had to cut the check for $200,000. Are you guys reading what we read? Go to that last sentence. Can you say that last sentence again?
Yes, it says that the defendant understands, absent the forfeiture agreement in this paragraph, the actual monetary judgment sought by the government would be substantially more than the agreed upon settlement amounts and would include the defendant's real property listed in the indictment.
Go to the, can you go to the zip folder that I gave you? And can you go to number 4, please?
Yep. Oh, hold up. Let's see if I can show it. 1 second, y'all.
No, number
4. I forgot.
Wait, hold on.
I got it. This one.
Hold on to your seats, guys. The father had to give up his house. The father had to give up his house.
In Chino.
Now,
wow.
Now, Rabbit, if you go to the last page, remember the addresses that we were seeing?
Yeah.
The last page of the indictment.
The indictment.
Page 29. The father's house is listed. The father had to give up his house for what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me the last page. The first address in Chino Hills, that first one is the father's house with his wife.
Chino right
and
there.
I put that address into Zillow, and the name under that house is Reginald Wright. That is the father's house he had to give up to the federal government for this case. Did you hear any of this information in those interviews?
Nope. Plus the cash, right? Because it's not just the house, it's the cash as well.
No. The house is worth the cash. The house is worth $200,000.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is the real property listed in the indictment. They said, okay, we're going to give you count 9, money laundering, and give me that casa. Tu casa es mi casa. Tu casa es mi casa. Ahora, avanza. Papi, dámele tu casa y mis pantalones. Ahora, ven para acá. Ahora, escucha. Listen.
Don't do that. Don't do
Am I doing good? Listen.
You had me on your casa es tu casa.
Like, listen, give me that house, mister, and we'll be all right. Give me the house. So when Reggie said we had to put up $250,000 fine, no, your father had to put up his house. Reggie wasn't living there.
You made my headphone fall off. Damn it.
So this is the real story about what happened.
He said, I know that's right. Tu casa es mi casa.
Yeah, that's what the federal government said. Damn it.
Oh,
I'm telling you. And so, oh my God, you know how bad I practiced that? I couldn't wait to that segment when I was going to say that.
I can't believe
I actually planned that, guys. I was on I was on Google Translator all night long trying to figure out how to say what I just said. I practiced that. Did I do good, guys?
Yeah, you did amazing. Shout out to you. Y'all go subscribe to Ty. He might bust out the.
Did I
Spanish.
sound
You
fluent? No, I know I
fluent.
didn't sound. I didn't
You
sound
sounded
fluent.
very, especially that part where you got really, really loud and you talk about the other shit.
Okay. Provide that back, honey. I did my homework, but this is the case. So Reggie obviously got all the those counts, and then the father ended up having to give his house. This is a federal case. Who are you going to argue with? I can't argue with them. This is what really this is the story. The Wrights.
Yeah.
Didn't touch.
Shit, I don't want to argue. They might take your house. Say my casa. Anyways, all right. Moving on.
But we don't know. I don't know what the other people got because obviously we're not here for the other people. But this just this is a testament to the character and what the mind and the psyche of these people were going through. Like I'm not understanding how this is just dissected as just, oh yeah, he used my bank account. Yeah. Oh yeah,
and I think one thing to emphasize, right? You have to emphasize the fact this is not civilians, guys. These are former law enforcement. They know what is going on. Matter of fact, I mean, you know, no disrespect to Senior, but it's like this was your beat, gang members. So it's like, yeah, you would be associating with the folks that you were watching. I don't know. It's weird, you know?
It's really crazy. So this case is like, I like stuff like this, right? Because then this is more information. When people talk, I just contain information. I just absorb what they're telling me and what also they are telling me that has nothing to do. I hate people that do that.
Yeah.
I'm asking you a question and you're voluntarily telling me other information. I didn't need to know all of that. But thank you. Reggie is one of those people. So I advise you guys, just listen to any interview that he does. I listened to it on yesterday, honestly, last night. And I got that last piece of the video of the trailer that I sent you. He said, yeah, in 2017, I got arrested for something that was legal. I got charged for something that was legal in California at the time.
That is insane.
So we
need to play that. We need to play that again, that video, because it puts a lot of this stuff into perspective.
You can go ahead.
Are there any other? Yeah. Do you have any other documents? Are we good on the documents now?
This is it for the documentation because this is the end of this is the judgment.
This is amazing. So good. He didn't want to go. He didn't want to take this to trial, guys. I don't even think I would have if they had all this on me, to be quite honest.
No, but the thing is, he was going because he didn't have a plea agreement like the father had. The father in the beginning, before the father said, listen, girl, I'm not doing it. Reggie got in the middle of the trial. He said they were in his ear like, girl, you better, girl. We're about to come up on you. They slid him over a piece of paper like, papi. Yeah.
Oh my God.
What do you want? This is what you want to do? Because if you go to trial, you're going under. So do you want to plead to counsel? And he said, yeah. And so that's why it's produced differently. Yeah. You know, I found out later and I'm sitting here like, I know he said he pled guilty, but wouldn't that guilty be right under, like it should be a little bit under his father's plea agreement? And I said, oh, he actually went to trial, actually started. And they're telling Reggie thinking he's in the middle of a trial. And he's like, I don't want to do it. That's different. But go ahead and play it now. Now that we know what we know, this interview, this is erroneous. This is crazy.
It hits a little bit different. Let's play this for those that this is what y'all miss if you miss this part. Now, this is 2021, guys.
What exactly did you plead guilty to? Because you didn't go to trial, right?
No, sir.
Okay, so you pled guilty.
I pled guilty to sales of marijuana and money laundering.
Okay. And I guess that at one point you had your own, weed shop, right?
I did. Dispensaries. I had two.
Dispensary.
I had one in Gardena. I'm sorry. Garden Grove, and in Long Beach.
Okay.
That I was involved in, and that's how I started off in the business.
Yeah.
Was mainly for marijuana dispensaries.
Okay, but those actually ended up going out of business.
Well,
right here,
the cities.
That's a trick.
Right here, yeah.
That's a trick.
Oof.
Not the feds or the state. the cities kept closing me down, the code enforcement departments, because cities didn't want it in their communities at that time. And we're talking about 2010, 2011, 2012, where they were hard. Where now they're a little bit more lenient,
Right.
With the marijuana dispensaries.
Okay. And I guess after your shops closed down.
And how is that even? This isn't even about marijuana dispensaries, unless that's what he was using.
This is what I don't know. I didn't read. I wasn't at the trial, but I'm just reading from what I. This is the way Reggie's going to give you the good information. Yeah, I was just a marijuana dispensary in town. They closed it down, and after they closed it down, I stayed in town, and then I went out of town.
Yeah, and not out of state, out of town.
Out of town.
Because it's the truth. Like, this would be like, oh yeah, they're probably one of those cities that. One of those cities in that town that doesn't allow, marijuana. And so, they're very strict and they'll close down dispensaries. When the reality is that no, as long as you're following regulations, ain't nobody gonna close you down.
No. You do have your people that are really hardcore. I don't want the ganja in my neighborhood, but they can't do nothing after this. They can't do nothing that the city doesn't allow.
Yeah, and they're making money off of it too. So that's interesting. Let's keep going.
You continue to do some marijuana business.
Yes, and even during it, but mainly when the shops closed.
Yeah.
That I started selling to guys that were shipping it out of town.
Okay, and how much did you sell exactly?
How many pounds?
Yeah.
He's a really good I don't know what it is, his body language. He's a really good liar, y'all. I'm sorry.
He's a police officer.
Good. Yeah.
He's a police officer. He's coached. That's why you got to listen.
Yeah, listen to how he talks. The body behavior people channel, they really need to analyze Reggie Wright, because I'd be like, damn. Yeah. He's a good liar.
Hundreds, thousands,
wow,
millions.
Wow.
3 to 4 pounds a week.
Okay.
Maybe 5 pounds a week.
Okay.
That were going out of town.
Got it. How did that whole thing unravel? Like, who got caught that basically led back to you?
I was dealing with some gang members, mainly in
the
state of Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee. I was dealing with some guys that were associated with some guys from Watts called the Great Street Crips. I only was dealing with mainly 2 guys from Great Street Crips and Watts. The guys in Memphis, I didn't know at all. And so they were connected and dealing with guys that was in Memphis. And those who I started the relationship with were the guys in Watts.
Okay.
Because you just never know who's depositing, I don't know, $1,000, $8,000 into your account. Because I don't really know them. They just deposit the money. But I don't really, how long they might have been watching them too, Ty, to come up with what they come up with. Like, there must have been quite some time, quite some man hours to watch this situation.
When the feds come knocking at your door, they have a case against you. You're going to court. You're going to have to explain what we have, and they're going to bring you in, and they're going to slide what they have across the table. And they're also probably going to slide a proffer as well.
Yeah.
And we don't know about anything that happened about that.
Yeah.
Because obviously, we're not going to know, and he's not going to tell us unless leaked information comes out. Did you sign a proffer?
They're not going to tell us.
To get 18 months on what? All of those convictions Reggie got, and he got 18 months? Think about that.
Because let me tell you something. It's so interesting to me how Reggie is so welcoming of, it's like night and day. Think about Mob James. Mob James got up there. He said, brother, I don't want you to be convicted. I don't like, we don't fuck with each other, but I don't want you to be convicted. Reggie is like, he's like all in it. So I'm like, Reggie kind of knew this was coming for Keefy D, right? I think a lot of us did, but more so, I've never seen anybody be so enthusiastic where you have Mob James unapologetic. He's like, consider me a hostile witness. Consider me this, because I'm just not going to talk. That says a lot. There's a night and day type of situation that people aren't even thinking about right here.
Reggie came out on Baum's first interview, where I got that last snippet from, and he said that one of the content creators that I shouted out earlier, Delray Richardson, of
Yes.
Straight Talk TV, he said that you guys are messing up my credibility. You content creators are messing up my credibility with your lies and what you're covering on me. And I thought that stood out to me because your credibility is shattered through us. You shattered your credibility because the paperwork, you did it to yourself for even lying. See, that's even that level of psychological tendency is crazy to me. The fact that you're blaming me for what you did to yourself.
That's insane that he said
You're
that.
contradicting to yourself. He literally said, you guys are messing up my credibility and I'm taking you to court. He told him he's taking him to court because he's messing up my credibility.
Shit.
Well, if you said what you said and that's what the truth was, what we talking
There's
about?
no defamation. Like, what are you talking about?
He said
I
it
mean,
was defamation, what he came out and said, what Delray is reporting.
yeah.
But I'm looking at this stuff and I'm like, no. You're coming out and you're contradicting yourself. You've messed up your credibility, buddy. So
You're gonna have to drop me his
case.
link. I want to see what he does. So he responds directly to Reggie, right? And he's
Oh yes, he's on. I've been watching
I'm here
Straight
for
Game
it.
for a while. A lot of the information that I have that I've been giving you guys sometimes is
It's
from the
amazing.
channel, like the facts of the Tupac being fired by firing Reggie. That was from Delray Richardson. And different things like that's why I'm saying we all are in this together, right? I go through different channels to see what I can piece apart and confirm, and then I also do my own private eye, and then I bring it back to the masses, and then
That is
why we're here,
amazing.
you know what I'm saying? So he definitely came out and he said, listen, you guys are messing up my credibility. He said he was suing Delray. And I'm like, well, this is what you said. He's not saying anything. I don't believe Delray will put anything in your mouth.
No, that is insane.
No, because obviously we know how you work, Reggie. And then he also said, oh my God, can I bring up something on here?
Yes.
I can.
What do you need to bring? Can you bring up what? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's a video. He says, hold on. Let me see if I have it. I didn't know I can do that. I have the power to do that.
I think I could share. Let me see if I can. Can I share? No, I can't. Okay, no, it doesn't let me. Well, if you want to send it to me and I'll share it.
I'm absolutely gonna send it to you. Hold on one second. Let me see which video it is.
Let me keep playing this while you're doing that, okay?
Go ahead.
Guys in Memphis got busted.
The ATF was on them.
Yeah.
For guns and the gang activities, how federal task force gets on you.
Yeah. That led back to you.
It led back to me.
You got arrested.
Through, the gang members from Gray Street.
Yep. You got arrested and you got charged.
Correct.
And you pled guilty.
Yes, sir.
You didn't try to take this to trial.
I didn't try to take it to trial.
If you took it to trial, how many years were you facing?
Probably about 7.
7 years. Okay. Your dad was tied up into this
He was
thing
tied
also.
up with it, and only because of his love for Reggie Wright Jr. What I mean by that, he allowed me to have a checking account.
It's so crazy. Like, he allowed me to have a checking. Your father, he allowed me to have a checking account. You didn't have a checking account when you were an officer. You did.
It's a mess.
He allowed me to have a checking account. What does that even mean? What does that?
It's a mess. But guess what? But you ran death row.
But you ran death row. They allowed him to be a security for death row. They allowed him for the love of Reggie.
But you ran a $300 million business. But later down the line, you would have to need your father. Listen, guys. But later down the line, you would have to need your father to open a bank account for you to use. Is that what's going on here, guys? This is the mess.
I know.
Go ahead.
Let's go. That's insane, y'all.
Because I had several checking accounts, because that's how I was getting the money, right? But I had this checking account with him 2007 before I even thought about selling some marijuana. which helped because it showed the patterning that I had the checking account, and I was using it and paying bills out of my account, my house note, everything from that account.
Yeah.
But it was in his name because, quite frankly, I had got kicked out of Bank of America for some reason.
Was that before or after? That's the thing. Is like he got kicked out of Bank of America. He must have done something before all of this.
That's what I'm saying, Rabbit.
Okay,
You must have been
there's
doing
something
something
right
with
here.
Bank of America. Why
to
did
have
they
gotten
tell
kicked
you
out
you can't come here no more? He said this
before
was in
this federal
2000
case. There you go. He just told on himself. He said, "I'd get." How did you get kicked out for what exactly? The only, I mean, you know that they'll close you out, but kicked out.
And then he literally says, for some reason. What do you mean for some reason, buddy? You're not just going to
I
skate
don't
over
know.
that. That's what I want to
I
know.
don't
For some
know.
reason, I want to know the reason.
Some may
the
right. He's
reason?
not. There's probably more to this, y'all, that he's telling people. He's not telling people everything. Right there is like for some reason. Okay.
While you're playing that, I'm going to watermark this other thing for you guys. You guys got to
Do it. Do it. All right. Let me
go
play
ahead.
this.
His checking account.
Okay.
And
So now
his
he's
name was
tied
on
in.
it.
Yeah, now he's tied into the money
Now he's
laundering.
tied into the money
Okay.
laundering.
Ultimately, what happened to him?
Nothing.
So they dropped
Yeah.
everything.
They didn't drop it. He and I,
Why'd you say
We-
nothing?
a fine of $250,000.
Oof.
And that was
250 guys. That's what he said. Okay.
pretty much the money that they figured or that they came up with that was put into that account.
Okay.
And we paid it back to the government.
But he avoided jail time, which
Correct.
would have been awful.
Yes. Oh,
Because he's how old
that
now?
would have killed me. He's 75 now, but when all this happened, it was like 72.
Okay. So you pled guilty.
I pled guilty.
Leading up to the time that you had to turn yourself in, how did you feel?
I was scared. I mean, when I was doing the interviews with you, I think I expressed to you that I was concerned.
You know,
I knew that I wasn't going to be doing.
and maybe this is another proffer agreement, right? That in order to convict Keefe, he probably is why he's so cheery and okay. He called him a crackhead and just it's not my this, you know, and I'm not saying Keefe D is please no, like I don't think anybody's defending Keefe D. We're not, but it just doesn't sound right. It doesn't land right. I don't know.
suspect.
The time because my lawyer was telling me that I shouldn't do no more than 3 years for marijuana and all of that. It came out, when you first get indicted, how the government comes at you. Like I was doing all type of things, guns, but that was people I was associated with had those particular charges on them.
Yeah.
And it made it seem like I was involved in that.
Oh, you were unk. You were unk. I just got your email. Do you want me to open it?
Not yet. Go ahead.
Okay.
Once, thank God, the investigators investigated and did their due diligence. They found out I was just the marijuana guy.
Okay. And how many years did you plead to, the deal that they gave you?
They gave me 18 months and 2 years of federal probation.
Reggie Wright Jr. ended up pleading guilty.
Yeah.
And in the process, he made sure that you didn't get.
And that's the thing about Mr. Senior, and it's almost like he's okay with it because he knew about it. Like, I'm just saying, if you didn't know about it, you wouldn't be okay with your son even. This wouldn't even be a thing. I don't know.
Caught up in a situation where you didn't have to go do any prison time.
Well, he was telling the truth about my not involvement. As a U.S. attorney, felt as though I was connected because of the account and certain things that happened in the investigation.
Yeah.
But it was all innocent on my part because I had no idea of what he was caught up in. But I, subsequently got that over with and it's behind me, unfortunately.
I mean, you were, in 2017, you were 71 years old.
Yes, I think.
I mean, how terrifying was it for a 71-year-old man, former police officer, to be potentially facing jail time?
It's not a good thing. Of course, I don't care if I was 21 or 71 or 81.
Yeah.
And me being on the other side of the law, it concerned me, but it didn't scare me because I knew I was innocent of what they were trying to bring to me. I wasn't involved the way they came at. I don't think I was involved with
crazy. That's what I'm saying. Is like Funky Fu says I would have been if I lost my. You lost your house? No, like over this? No, there'd be no more Thanksgiving dinners. I love you, son, but like, come on now. I work all
There'll be
my life to
nothing.
become. It'd be nothing. Like this is so weird to me.
My son had my checking account, and I drew some money out for him at times that they surveilled and saw me. But I'm thinking that was good money because he was doing productions and stuff.
Yeah.
And the account, the account that he had, my wife and I had that account when we were together.
You know what's so crazy is Reggie Wright Sr. is aging a lot better than Reggie Wright Jr. Y'all
That's
notice
what
that?
I said.
Sorry, I wasn't
said
trying to
the
be
father
shady,
looks
but
good.
like the father looks good. He looks. I mean, Reggie Wright Sr. looks like he's struggling just to speak. Junior, Senior looks great for his age. He's just doing his thing. I wonder. I don't know.
But later on, she got her own account. I got my own account. That bank account was just sitting there, and I let Reggie have it. And shoot, what was that? 2007. He had complete charge of it. He had the passcode, the invoice, everything was going to the post office box. And so I didn't know nothing about what was happening with that account until they came to my house and put the cuffs on me.
Oh
But
my
that
God.
thing
You got
is,
cuffed and everything, huh?
yeah, well,
Oh, man.
they really liked it. They thought I was got it. I mean, I've been on the other side of what they were doing, so it
Right.
didn't shock me. Yeah, but they,
I bet.
yeah, but it was interesting. However, I got past all that, and people realized I wasn't even a U.S. attorney, wasn't involved like they initially thought, and I got by that.
I only got in trouble in 2017 for something that was legal in California. But that's another story.
There
on,
you
guys.
go.
Come on, guys.
Lord have mercy.
We have to do better. We have to do better.
Oh, I'm
sending you
just here
over
for it.
something.
All
Hold
right,
on.
all right, all right.
Now, no. Oh, hold on. What's that? What's going on? Oh, no receipt. Okay, perfect. So, remember when I told you he talks too much?
Yeah.
I just sent you over something. Did I send you over the right thing? Yes, I did. So, the last one I sent you with 2 files in it, I didn't even the full testimony. You see that one?
Yes, I see it. Full testimony. The YouTube
Now,
video?
Yes. Now this was absolutely this was damaging to me. This was very detrimental to his character. So I'm gonna work backwards. It takes 2 seconds, guys. I promise.
Okay.
And if you stay this long, you really need to stay for this.
All right.
So remember when Reggie was testifying and they asked him to raise his hand and he did all like that and it looked like he was having a stroke? Did anybody really catch that? If not, look, play. It's 24 seconds long. Can you play the beginning of the testimony?
Yes. Alrighty. Let me show it. Hold up, y'all. 1 second, 1 second. Here we go. All right. Want me to start it now?
Start it now. Now listen, look carefully.
Burnt bagel from back there, so don't worry, we're all okay. Are we able to? Is this good?
I think he was leaving like that to swear, and then we'll turn him.
Okay, perfect. Got
Watch
it.
when he starts laughing.
Raise your right hand.
Right here.
You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this section.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that was weird.
Do that again.
That was so weird. Hold up, y'all. Hold up.
I
Look
know
at
why
this.
he did it. I know why he did it. That's what I'm about to tell
Why?
y'all. Why he did.
Smelling something burning. It's a burnt bagel from back there, so don't worry, we're all okay. Are we able to? Is this good?
I think he was leaving like that to swear, and then we'll turn him.
Okay, perfect. Got it. All right, we'll have you sworn then, Mr. Wright. Raise your right hand. You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this section shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the
What was that? What was the? It's
I
almost
thought
like
he
did
was
he
having
throw
a
a sign?
stroke. He did
Huh?
not throw a sign. He was. It's crazy. I love how everything
What
comes
was
out.
he doing?
Can you look up SKG?
Yeah.
SKG is an independent. She was signed. She was one of the people that Reggie signed to. Reggie allegedly signed to Death Row Records. Guys, follow me. Remember when Reggie got on the stand and said he signed somebody in the courtroom? He was referring to SKG, Suge Knight's girl. That's her moniker. If you pull her up, she has recently came out. She's actually covering the case right now. Oh, this is Carrots. I've done my work, guys. This is Carrots for real. She actually was at the trial in that very courtroom. She's covering it independently. Reggie, she said from her account, which is a full-blown interview out now, she said that Reggie saw her in the courtroom and was talking about her tetas. So when he went like this, he was talking about her being well endowed in that area. And so she came out and said that he has actually harassed her in that manner. And she came out and said that Reggie went to the district attorney's office and told them about her in the courtroom. And the district attorney came to her and said, "What's going on?" And she said, "Well, you must be talking about Reggie Wright. I didn't do anything." And the district attorney and them people said, "Well, how do you know we're talking about Reggie Wright?" And she said, "Well, that's the only person you could be talking about, right? That's why she, if you, I had the, she comes out and says he was doing that to me. That's why in the middle, because if he went like this and they're telling him to raise his hand, he went like this and then he raised his hand real fast. So he did all of that in together. You see what I'm saying? And so she came out. Yes, she came out on an interview. If you guys look it up, SKG interview. I do have the interview, but
I think I've seen that. It was during the week. She came out with
it was
like
her
Fox
with the girl
News or something like that.
Yeah, it was her with the other
Hold
girl.
up. This one right here. You talk about Fox, right?
Let me see.
SKG. Here we go.
That one. She actually has a GoFundMe now. She has a legal GoFundMe, not a GoFundMe, a Give Send Go. And
so he was doing this to her.
She goes out in that
very
document.
Weird motion. That was
I
thought it was a gang sign.
I thought he had a stroke. But she goes in that interview and says her relationship with Reggie Wright when she was signed to death row as a little girl. And she goes down and guys go down that rabbit hole.
Moriarty is one of those played
sorry.
records. When was this?
Oh my God, hold up. It's still playing.
Late 90s.
Okay, sorry about that. Oh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, sorry. I thought I hit it, but go ahead.
She goes down that rabbit hole in that interview and just tells her relationship with Reggie Wright and how she has a Give Send Go account right now for her legal defense, I believe, and also to fund her stay in Nevada to cover the case, and how Reggie is using his powers that be to get her out of the case and get her not covering the case for said reasons on both parties. So that was very interesting to me. But he said later in his interview with Bombs First that him and Whack 100, we all know who Whack 100 is, right? Pull up a
yes,
you have
we
a picture
do.
of Whack 100. Whack 100. Remember, he went, and I have the paperwork. I sent that over, and he
this
has
is
the,
Whack, guys. Hold up, let me show you. I've quite the character. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Whack 100 right here, his name is Cash Jones. Remember, he tried to put up the bail for Keefe D. That got denied. Cash Jones put up the bail for Keefe D that got denied by the court because the court didn't find that it was a reliable, you know what I mean? They didn't want to get, they weren't able to confirm where the money was, it wasn't good faith. So they denied the bail. Reggie came out with the Bombs First interview and said, this is crippling, and said out of his mouth that me and Cash Jones, me and Whack 100 set up people. We don't play fair. I sent you the clip.
Oh my God.
He was talking directly to SKG, and he was telling me he didn't know that he doesn't play fair, and WAC 100 doesn't play fair, and they set up people. It's in the email that I sent you. I also sent you.
I got it.
And I also sent you the denial for the bond.
Oh my God. This is
So
like
this is what
so
Reggie
many
does.
rabbit holes to this thing. Guys, this is insane. Let me see
Somebody
if I
said
can
I
play
caught that.
this.
It takes
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Here we go.
We set people up. We don't play fair. You don't remember that conversation with what? Well, I do. And I got it taped. So keep making lies on me. Because I know you remember that conversation. Me and Wack are like brothers. We set people up. We don't play fair. Ball first, ball first. Appreciate y'all. See y'all live stream or today. Peace.
Oh,
I don't like
wow.
that. I don't like that.
Yeah, Reggie said he's the orchestrator. That's what they said. Oh my gosh. Ooh, well,
That's a lot. That's all I got. That's all I got.
this was amazing, amazing work, Ty. Thank you so much for
You're
sharing it with
welcome.
my channel.
You
Let
are
me make
so
sure I
welcome.
show the people where you are. Hold up. Let's see, guys. You guys can find Ty. This is his YouTube channel. See if I can drop the link. I know I tagged you in the description box, but here we go. My friend, we have 901 subscribers now. So hopefully we'll get to
Ooh.
100 by this week. Before
Yeah,
the
we
end of the
will.
week. So we can get up in there and monetize and everything. Guys, this is Ty's channel. Check it out. He's been hitting the link during the lunch hour in the morning and stuff like that as we review some of this. It's been very intriguing. And I feel like there's only a select few of people that are reporting this for whatever, of course you have your law and crimes and all these other folks, but more industry folks, but not a lot of regular people, that aren't connected, which I find that to be interesting. I don't know if they're just worried or afraid or what. What is going on?
I'm not sure. I guess they don't really want the truth. Like at this point in the investigation, knowing what we know who wants the truth by what they say to us, right? We know the truth by what they said on documentation, on recording, and other various forms of confirmed information and paperwork. So we know we're able to siphon through who's really bullshit. You know what I mean? Who's telling the truth really wants this? Because when I hear News Nation, they don't really want the truth. They haven't questioned Reggie when Reggie was up there lying. So I mean, we know who wants the truth. We have the truth. And if we don't have it, it will be in our possession very fast. Like I always say, facts change feelings, but feelings never change the facts.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Well, Ty, thank you so much for coming
Thank you
up.
guys
I
for
so
having
appreciate
me.
you. For sure. We're going to see you here during the week.
Yes. So I want to talk about that. So I do work overnight. So throughout the week, I'm not going to be able to go live. So when I was going live last week, I was voice. So I'll be cammed down throughout the week. But on Friday, I'm off on Fridays. On Fridays, I'll come live. You know what I'm saying? And I'll do what we do.
I used to work
I'm
overnight,
not
so
able
I
to,
understand. So
I work from 7 o'clock. I work from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Oh my God, get your sleep.
Eastern time. So when it's 7 o'clock, so when it's 3 o'clock here, it's 3 o'clock here when your case starts. I'm trying to fall asleep so I can get up at 7. So that's why I cam down, because I'm not gonna hook all of this up and I gotta go to work.
No, you're
I'll definitely be cammed down for the remainder of this trial until Fridays. Then we can go live if you drop the link. Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Yeah, you guys make sure you guys check out Ty. Amazing. Yes.
One more thing. I sent you in one of the emails. Let me see what email it was. I made. I'm not sure if you guys did it on your end. Let me see what zip file. Okay, it's in the Reggie Senior and Junior zip file that I sent you. There's 3 pictures: C1, C2, and C3.
Oh Lord, what pictures?
No, girl.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
No, don't be
Yeah,
scared. This is just
C1.
I'm not sure if anybody took the initiative to do it, but I started the character list of everybody that was mentioned during
yes.
this case, or so I scanned that over to you to drop within your Discord. If there's anybody that we missed, because we're covering, so I highlighted groups, subsections of groups, and if I highlighted pink, they're deceased from my knowledge. And then the last color is the list extension, because obviously it's not going to fit on one page. Go to the second picture.
Yes.
So if there's anybody that I missed, please try to get that so we can add that to this list. It's easier to, like you said, it's easier to follow when we have, this is all the people, guys, that I've picked out. Right.
Yeah.
So if you drop that in the Discord, if there's anybody that have passed away since and I haven't highlighted them, as you see the red death row, you got Ma Pyru, LAPD. I took the initiative to do that so we can have that. If anybody sees anything that is not there, let me or Rabbit know, and we'll add that to that list so we can update that list, because you have to see it. It was either the paper or I was going to get a pushy pin board, and I was going to.
That's what it sounds like.
So this is the extension, as you can see, A1, AB, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is why I say Rico, right? This is a web of people. This is crazy. You know, so drop that. And if we can work on that, that would be greatly appreciated. It's going to help us all out when we, you know, because names are being thrown left and right, and it's kind of hard to follow. So this is definitely something that we need to construct going forward. I can't hear you.
I muted myself. I said it's just too many people involved and whatnot. So yeah,
so definitely the next time we go live, if there's anybody that I missed,
for sure,
add that to that list.
Well, Ty, I'm gonna let you I'm gonna let you go because I got baby bunny over here and I gotta clear my head.
Okay, baby bunny.
She's doing the most.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for the support,
Thank
Rabbit.
you, Ty.
Thank you so much for having me. I'll see
Make
you
sure
guys,
you guys
Monday.
support. All right.
See
Bye,
you guys
Ty.
Monday. Have a good evening,
you.
guys. Bye.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to Ty. You guys make sure you check out his channel. Oh, hold up. Sorry, baby bunny's doing the most, y'all. So shout out to everybody. That's why I had to mute myself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me shout out some people here because I did not shout out the people. Soul, thank you so much. I think you just renewed your membership, love. Shout out to you. Stan, thank you for the jewels. Mickey, thank you for the jewels. Heath, thank you for the gold coins. And just Joan, thank you for the gold coins. Thank you, guys. All right, guys. I gotta go because I gotta go get some rest because tomorrow we're already scheduled. We're already there. We just, look at me. I'm all like all the way zoomed in on Instagram, and I didn't mean to be trying Instagram, and I don't know why it's acting like that. Okay. Anyways, so make sure you guys join us for the live stream. Let's see. Okay, that's gonna bother me. Whatever. Anyways, make sure you guys join us tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow, and I will see you guys mañana. Okay. All right. Bye, guys. Hit the like button. Bye, guys.